Welcome back to Soda City Live. It's Be Well Wednesday. And did you know that the Lexington Medical Center offers a variety of classes for members of the community, including children? Well, we're going to talk a little bit about it today. Joining me today with more information about two of those classes, Super Sibling and Safe Sitter, is Community Education Liaison at the Center for Best Practice at the Lexington Medical Center, LaShawn Drayton. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Listen, and I thank you for bringing the chaps with you too. We talked about Southern terms. Chaps and churn is what we say here in the South.
It is.
And so let's talk a little bit about these classes. So you have one for siblings and one for sitters. Let's talk about the one for siblings.
Okay, so Super Siblings is a class that we offer for the 5 to 10-year-olds that are going to be big brothers and big sisters for the first time. They are super excited. They want to learn. They want to see the babies in the nursery. They want to know what they can and can't do with their new baby. And they also want to share their new baby's names as well. So we have this class. We offer this class once or twice a month. We have story time. They watch a video. They have a snack. And then they walk by the nursery and go see the babies that are at the hospital.
How nice is that? That is so sweet. Listen, I just want to go into the nursery and just look at the babies. You know, I'm like, I'm not ready for another one right now, but I just want to go and admire the babies. But I love that you all are doing this. Look, like, you know, we understand. And I also want to take one of these home too, because they're quiet.
They are quiet.
They don't cry. They don't make a mess. Very easy and pain-free.
Exactly.
I love it.
Exactly.
But I really love that you guys are doing this for children. You know, I think about even smaller children who, you know, when it comes to new baby, they don't really understand and, you know, how to take care of baby. And I love the fact that you have these dolls for demonstrations. But for the group that you all focus on, you know, if you're 5 and 10, that means you've gone maybe 5 or 10 years with being the only sibling.
Exactly.
So it is a huge adjustment. So I'm really glad that you all think about the children and give them snacks and keep them away for a little bit as well. Free babysitting. I'm just kidding. And so for those that are actually wanting to be a babysitter, you have the Safe Sitter.
Correct.
Tell us about that.
So that class is offered for the 11 to 14-year-olds. We're trying to prepare them, especially summer's coming, and they're going to want to babysit. They're going to want to find babysitting jobs. We want to, you know, educate them and help them to make good decisions on who you should babysit, how many children you should babysit, how often, and make sure you know that you need to communicate with your parents so that they know where you are, where you're going, who you're babysitting for, and also know what to do in an emergency situation. When do I call 911? When do I call my parents? When do I call the children's parents? What do I do if I'm in a situation and I'm scared? How do I handle it?
And you know, I'm glad you said that because I want to elaborate on that a little bit more. As far as the class for safe sitting, how long is the duration of that class and what are some of the things that they learn?
So we offer that class. It's a one-day class. It's from 8:30 in the morning to usually about 3 p.m. We talk about babysitting jobs. How do you communicate with adults to get these jobs? What adults do you ask to babysit for? And then we talk about when to call your parents. If you're feeling unsafe, if you're in an unsafe situation, how do you call them and let them know I need your help? And that it's okay to call your parents and say, I need help. I'm not safe. I don't feel, you know, the situation doesn't feel right. So just having that comfort. They also learn some first aid. They learn CPR. They're not certified in CPR, but we do go over CPR. We do go over choking in a small child or an infant, and just some other situations that you may be in that you need to know what's best and what's safe.
And that was actually going to be my next question. I was going to ask if they get certified through this as well, but you say that they don't, but they do get to learn those very important life-saving skills in that moment. So that's really nice. So for the safe sitters, what's that age range again?
So that one is about 11 to 14. Sometimes we do get requests for students that are a little over 14, and that's fine. And that's okay. They're with us. Our classes are at the hospital. They'll be with us that whole day and that whole time until the parents come back at 3 o'clock for their graduation.
Sounds good. Now, for our viewers at home, we're going to be wrapping up shortly. How can they get in touch with you all, and how can they sign up for these classes?
So they can go to our lexmed.com website. They can click on medical services, then women's services, and then maternity classes. At the bottom, it will take them directly to our classes. They can also call my office at 803-791-2869 and sign up for all of our maternity classes that are available.
Perfect. And if you take a look at your screen now, those are the details for the next classes. So for Super Sitters, Super Sibling is May 18th
Correct.
at 6 p.m. And for Safe Sitter is May 29th at 8:30. And we'll have all these details on our website, SodaCityLive.com. LaShawn, thank you so much for sharing these
Thank you
details
for
with
having
us.
me.
You are
Thank you so
more than
much.
welcome.